One man attempts to circle the planet under human power only. For the sake of hungry children in South Africa, across continents and countries, jungles, deserts, and oceans, he suffers so they won't have to. Expedition 720, a human journey for the ages.
So we're at Half Moon RV Park, which is quite strange for me. I've never seen an RV park before. Coming from South Africa, it's not traditional. I mean, it's very basic. We've got hot showers, that sort of thing. So yeah, a little bit of a windy and rainy evening, but other than that, everything's good. Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. I think today is the 9th day, and it's just been amazing. I mean, leaving from Los Angeles, working my way up to Half Moon Bay, some amazing highlights, some tough times as well, going through Big Sur, incredible views but very hilly. I think when I went through Big Sur State National Park, I climbed 1,400 meters that day. You know, obviously some days I try push for 120, 130 kilometers, but not knowing what's up ahead. And when I left, you know, a couple of miles before Big Sur, I realized it was just going to be hilly. So even though you're along the coast, you still get these prevailing headwinds coming at you all the time. So that obviously makes it quite challenging. But I love the feeling of not knowing what's around each corner. And yeah, I've just been so privileged to see some amazing views in the last few days. What I haven't enjoyed are the major cities, the traffic, and trying to navigate. I've obviously had some troubles with my GPS and that kind of thing. So yeah, just the cities in general are not my favorite part, but I'm looking forward to San Francisco today. Yeah. Let me start off by saying some of the challenges, sort of major things that have happened was leaving Santa Maria. I dropped my phone, went into the store and got a new phone, and it ended up taking 3 or 4 hours for this whole transaction. And basically I was caught in the dark, and I thought, you know, I'll just sort of get out of town for about 10 miles and find the nearest place, and the dark came up very quickly. And basically sort of found this little warehouse situation and went into the corner, started camping in the parking lot, and a security guy came and said, "You can't stay here." I said, yes, sure, I'll leave. And as he left, I just got back into my tent, but had a terrible night's sleep. You know, I got up at about 4 or 5 in the morning, and you know, went out and it was completely dark. As I came out, I was on the opposite end of the road and was already quite busy, so it was challenging to get across. And literally as I was about to cross, I heard a massive accident less than 150 meters behind me. 2 cars collided, and then a truck sort of went through all the debris. So it was quite a close call. 10 seconds earlier and you know, I might have been involved in that. So that was a scary point. For a lot of people, you know, who have never cycled or run more than 10 miles in their lives, and you trying to explain that you're heading all the way up to Anchorage is just one leg of a, you know, one of 8, part of an 8-year project is, I think, quite overwhelming, and some people just can't grasp the concept, or they just, it's too big for them to understand. You know, I also find when people haven't even left their hometown in America, or possibly it's a state. It is a state. If they've never left their current state, then how can they visualize going around the world entirely on human power? So in terms of my gear, I've made a couple of changes. I've put new seats on, but the whole bike setup I'm incredibly happy with. It's given me no troubles up to date. As I progress further north, I'll be re-evaluating every step. So when I get to Portland, I'll re-evaluate the warm weather gear and that sort of thing. But so far I'm very happy with everything. I might be replacing my tent as well. I don't think it's going to be the correct one for Alaska. And it's quite intimidating because when I look at my yellow brick tracker and I see, it's been 10 days and I've only covered sort of that much, not even a third of the US, and considering I still have to do British Columbia, or the west coast of British Columbia, which is virtually the length of the US, it's quite overwhelming, but I just concentrate on one town or sort of micro milestones along the way, and that way I can also comprehend what I'm doing, and it makes it more attainable, or makes I can grasp that. Yeah. I must admit, the first few days, you get frustrated with things because you're just not conditioned, but eventually the whole system of unpacking your panniers and repacking becomes a lot more efficient, and I think you just learn to get less frustrated and you don't let small things bug you. So whereas the first couple of days, if something went wrong, it would bug me for 3-4 hours. Now if something goes wrong, it's 10-20 minutes and I've already forgotten about it. So yeah, it's important just to keep going, and I think it's more mental than physical at this point. Another concern is daylight hours, obviously. Going further north, only having 4 to 5 hours a day, it's going to make things very tricky, and also keeping all the equipment dry. I mean, if you can't spend an hour in the morning to dry out your tent and your sleeping bag or whatever, and lose that hour's worth of riding. So it's going to be very tricky. So today we'll leave Half Moon Bay and I'll head on the one all along the coast. It seems fine, might get a bit of rain, and then I think I'll see you next at the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah. So I think for the stretch between San Francisco and Portland is going to be pretty amazing. Very small towns along the way, long stretches of open road, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, less traffic. Obviously going into Oregon to see a new state, that's also quite exciting. And then eventually getting to Washington. I think something that I'm really looking forward to is meeting Erden Aru, the record holder for the fastest east to west circumnavigation, or the only person who's ever solo navigated the world from east to west. So I'll be staying with him and hopefully get some good advice. Yeah.
Where is he?
He's based in Seattle. Yeah. So approximately 2 weeks from tomorrow, hoping to be in Portland or Seattle if I have a good run. I've also been very fortunate to have great weather. Today's been the worst day so far, and I've had absolutely no rain, just a bit of wind, but it's been beautiful, sunny, been in shorts every day. Some days taking my shirt off, getting a bit of a tan, so it's been good. Yeah.
think about it, this is less than 1/7 of my first leg. So just to put things into perspective, how much I still have to do. But I mean, 1/7 is 1/7, and it's the first 1/7 that's completed. So I'm happy.
To all my family and friends and supporters, all the messages I've been getting have been overwhelming, and the support has been incredible. And just, keep following the expedition, and yeah, I really appreciate it.